BBC boss Tim Davie is open to scrapping the licence fee model in favour of new funding options, as the broadcaster battles budget cuts and a youth exodus. BBC Director General Tim Davie has revealed he is open to exploring new ways to fund the broadcaster beyond the current licence fee model, a dramatic shift that could change how millions in Britain pay for the service. The BBC licence fee, which funds the broadcaster's TV, radio, website, podcasts, iPlayer and apps, increased by £5 to £174.50 a year on April 1, in line with inflation. TV critic and broadcaster Scott Bryan weighed in on the news on X, sharing, "Wow, Tim Davie BBC Director General says he doesn't think subscription or advertising for BBC services is a good idea because it is against universality of services. But does say openly he is up for discussing alternatives to licence fee beyond these two." The announcement came as Davie launched an early pitch for the BBC's charter renewal, warning that the corporation has suffered a 30% cut in funding over the past decade. Bryan added, "Essentially this speech is throwing down the gauntlet for charter renewal, BBC asking for adequate funding after cuts of 30% in 10 years. But at a time of low economic growth and government spending cut or frozen, very difficult for Labour to be receptive to the idea." He continued, "BBC lays out stall for charter renewal. We're not here to defend the institution and the status quo." Highlighting the need for modern investment, Davie described the BBC as a kind of strange thing. But a strange thing is totally wonderful. Meanwhile, some viewers reacted with frustration over the broadcaster's current direction. One social media user commented, "Maybe if they went back to doing what they were good at and stopped all this woke st people would pay." But the fee rise comes as the BBC faces growing disconnection with younger audiences. According to the BBC's annual report, the number of UK households paying the £169.50 fee dropped to 23.9 million. This marks a significant fall that's hit the broadcaster's income during a financially turbulent time. Around 500,000 households cancelled their licence fee last year. The report also revealed a sharp decline in relevance among the youth, with just 69% of Britons under 16 saying they consumed any BBC content in a typical week. Figures were even lower for children under 7 and among ethnic minority groups. With global media giants like Netflix and YouTube dominating attention spans, the BBC admits it is struggling to stay competitive. The corporation has until the end of 2027 to negotiate a new funding arrangement with the government. Prime Minister Keir Starmer and Culture Secretary Lisa Nandy have expressed support for publicly funded broadcasting, a clear departure from the former Conservative government's threats to scrap the licence fee entirely. In the meantime, the corporation plans to cut 500 jobs by March 2026 to save £200 million.